Right, the last one's uploading. And I'm straight into this one. So Melancholic was my last one. Where's the thing gone? There. How high was that one? Pretty high. The fourth highest, I think. But I had to look that one up. It's actually now classed. See what I mean? It's now classed. They've changed it again. But it's now part of major depressive disorder. But what was interesting about this one is depression. I've always said, like, the depression that I get is what I see as sort of classic depression. And it is more organic. It is more somatic. And it's basically, it's natural. Your body, when you are stressed and overloaded, sometimes makes itself ill to make you go to bed. And that sort of system, standby, it sort of goes into like limp mode, I suppose you can call it. And it slows your metabolic rate down. It slows the rate of your liver down. It slows everything down. So you feel tired and lethargic. And that is kind of like, that's when it is a depression. Depress means to push down. That's what it means. And I've often got quite fucking obstreperous with people, because I can be a grammar Nazi, about the fact that most people who say they've got depression are actually sad. They're unhappy. That's what they are. Their life isn't going how they want it to. They don't have enough happiness in their life. They don't have enough security in their life, or they don't have the things that they think that they need. And that's more sadness than depression. Depression is, you know, people say low mood. It's like, to me, it's no mood. That's what depression is to me. It's nothing. It's fuck all, and I don't care. It's like, it's probably like the mental version of the what's going on in your body, that your body just shuts down. And that is like the, I haven't got my specs with, hang on, they're over there. Got different colour ones. That is the scientifical reason for, like, somatic depression is what you would call it. Somatic means of the body. So somatic depression. And it is your body shutting down to make you recharge itself. It's a natural process. It's a natural, like, defense mechanism that your body has. And how that translates to me, or how I've always understood it in terms of depression, in sort of mood depression, is that, yeah, there's no interest in daily activities. That's like on the list. But it's like, I don't feel happy, but I don't feel sad. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care about anything or anyone. I stay in all the time. I don't care about seeing people. I don't feel sad. But then on this one, I read this one up and it said it is characterised by deep sadness, long periods of deep sadness and hopelessness. And that was the one where my alarm bells rung again. Because, as I said, when I wrote that post in April, I was very near. I wanted to fucking die. Fucking wanted to die. I prayed that I would die. I've done that a lot. Because it just all seemed pointless, was my word. I remember one of the times I broke down during psychology and I was crying my fucking eyes out. That was the word I kept coming back to just try and summarise everything about me. I felt pointless. What's the fucking point to me? That's what I used to think. Why? What? Like, Mikey's up, and so what else? That's how I felt, pointless. And I suppose you could say that that was hopeless. I remember when I broke down just recently, like the day I went roller skating. When was that? About 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks, could be 10. It was some weeks ago. And I was celebrating because I was able to roller skate, having broken my leg. But then I was having a chat afterwards and just stuff came up and I just kicked off. I almost just went, I want to fucking go home. And then my dear, beautiful friend, she actually said it. She said, do you think you should go home? Really gently. And it just normalised me. I was like, Kat, I was that far away from storming right off. I really was. But that's what I summarised it as, is like, I cannot see myself achieving not because of a sense of hopelessness, like just vague hopelessness, because of a sense of tried and tested fucking things that were happening and I couldn't stop happening, and they were going to keep happening and I couldn't stop them happening, even though I was in a course of fucking therapy that I was there to try and help me with them not happening, and they all got worse during that time. And then, by the way, you've got 8 personality disorders. I mean, thank God, for a while I thought it was 7. I don't think I'd have handled 8 in the original world. But it was like, oh my fucking God, what now? What fucking now? Fucking hell. It just, everything seemed eternally 20,000 times more fucking hopeless. Not just out the sense of, oh, rubbish. Like, no. I get so fucking angry. I get so unreasonable. I get so fucking horrible. I get so misunderstood and misunderstanding. And I get so aggressive and I get so bitter. People can't fucking be around that. It's extremely difficult to be around. And like I say, it's like fucking every time I started working, I would lose my job because of not getting on with someone, because of my fucking attitudes. And it was just like, I can't see myself as an employee. I can't see myself as a dad. I can't see myself as a lover. I can't see myself as a friend. And they were all like, I had logical, fucking applicable, rational reasoning for all of it. And that's why it seemed hopeless. So to me, that was more of like a reactive depression. A reactive depression is like, you know, when someone's partner dies, or so when there's a big sad event, or sometimes it can be like losing a job, because people lose a lot of their sense of identity sometimes if they've had the same job for like 25 years and they're known as fucking, you know, Barry the fucking mechanic or whatever. And it's like that becomes a big part of who they are, and then when that goes, it's like half of them's gone with it and they don't know what to do with what's left, and it causes a depression. So, I mean, that was the kind of sadness. It was hopelessness. It was just a very real sense of hopelessness, not just, oh, I just feel rubbish. Like, the sort of shit where people just say, but I love you. I get that a lot, and it's a really difficult one to deal with. It's like one of society's assumptions that if people feel sad and depressed, it must be because they don't love themselves or they've not been shown enough love. So show them some love and they'll get better. And it's a beautiful principle, and it's like, it's centered in love, which is fantastic. But it's really unhelpful because it just confuses the fucking shit out of me. It's like, I'm in agony, but I love you. Those two things don't make sense together. But then this is like when you encounter Mikey logic. This is Mikey mentality. I don't understand things sometimes like that. I don't get what people mean by that, and it just baffles me. And then I end up thinking, so fucking what? It hasn't changed anything. It's like, and I don't know what people mean by that when people say I love you sometimes, because it's someone that you don't see that often and doesn't sort of know you intimately. What they're saying is, we think you're fucking lovely, or you're awesome, or I love the way you do this or do that. But it's not love. And I'm not saying it's supposed to be. I'm not saying that. It's like, it just always confuses me that you just get told what a lovely person you are. And you think, but it's like, it's fucking agony to exist this way. Other people think that it's lovely because they see the things that they see that they find lovely, and of course it's lovely to be told that. It's nice to be held in like high regard by people, and it's nice to have sort of affectionate, fond, warm feelings, and I do get that from a lot of people, and I do love it. It doesn't change anything. You see what I mean? It doesn't change anything. I'm still here with the same shit going on. And I don't know, I guess people feel frustrated. They don't know what to do or say. And then when they're saying something like, oh, but you're so lovely and you're so awesome, and just think that doesn't make sense at the moment. If I've just done something awesome, then that's cool. Thank you. But like when I'm in pain and people say, but I love you, I'm just hurting. I need someone to just acknowledge that I'm hurting and not just talk about something completely different. That's how it feels to me. It feels just like a major subject change. I don't know if that's been being unreasonable, because I don't want it to be, because I love that people love me. Of course I fucking do. But it seems like it's prescribed as a social medicine, if that makes sense. Tell him you love him, and he'll be fine. And I know it's not that simple. And I know it's a lot of the times because people see you fucking hurting and their heart's going out to you and they want to fucking help you. But to me, it's just like, I'm trying to express something that I feel is not getting heard, and then someone changes the subject. That's how it makes sense in this head. I can't interpret it differently to that. I'm really sorry if that's wrong. But that's like I say, I had to get honest about some of the shit. And that's just the way it seems to me when people just go, but I love you. I just think, but thank you. But can we carry on? It's like, it just seems like a million miles away from it. I've gone over 10 minutes, but only by a few seconds.